Good afternoon mga ka-study buddy. Sa video ito, pag-aaralan natin ang solving linear programming using graphical solution maximization model. Sa previous lesson natin, nag-problem formulation muna tayo. Then ito yung continuation ng ating part 1. Ito yung ating part 2. Okay? So meron tayong steps in solving graphical solution. Okay? Una is to determine the intercepts of each equation or each constraints. After natin ma-determine yung intercept points is draw the graph of the feasible or common region, and last is determine the total profit of each corner point. Okay? So ito yung ating problem, yung Pure Shampoo, yung kay Gina, which is na nagawa na natin siya ng problem formulation. So na-determine na natin yung ating objective function, which is yung x sub 1 natin, i-represent ito yung ating men's shampoo, and yung ating x sub 2 is our women's shampoo, and yung ating z is our profit. Ay, ang ating objective is maximization or max profit, and subject to with our three constraints, yung ating mixing process, bottling process, and yung last, yung ating packing process with our non-negativity constraints. Okay? Non-negativity constraints. Okay? So, first is determine the intercept of each equation or constraints. So, unahin natin yung constraints number 1 natin, which is yung ating mixing process. Whereas, yung ating equation is naka inequality form. So, inequality to. Dahil sa symbol natin na less than or equal. Then, i-convert natin ito into equality. Okay? Or equalities. Okay, so 5x sub 1 plus 10x sub 2 is equal to 100. Then kukunin natin yung value ng x sub 1 and x sub 2. Let the value of x sub 2 is equal to 0. So 5x sub 1 plus 10 times 0, 5x sub 1 is equal to 100. Therefore, the value of x sub 1 is 20. And ang kanyang intercept points or yung kanyang coordinates is 20, 0. Then, kunin natin yung value naman ng x sub 2. Let the value of x sub 1 is equal to 0. Okay? So 5 times 0 plus 10 x sub 2 is equal to 100. Then x sub 2 with 10. X sub 2 is 10. Okay, ang coordinate points or ang intercept points is 0, 10. Okay? Next, na constraints natin is yung ating constraints number 2, ating bottling. Okay. Ulitin lang natin yung ginawa natin, same process. So from inequalities to equalities. Okay? So 7x sub 1 plus 7x sub 2 is equal to 84. let the value of x is equal to 0. Okay, so 7x sub 1 is equal to 84 over 7. Okay, so x sub 1 is equal to 12. Okay, so 12, 0. And yung value naman ng x sub 2 yung kukunin natin. Let the x sub 1 is equal to 0. Okay, 7x sub 2 is equal to 84. So value of x sub 2 is 12. So 0, 12. Last constraints natin is yung ating packing constraints. So same nung ating process. So ito yung ating packing constraints. So 9x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2 is equal to 90. So let x sub 2 is 0. So 9x sub 1 is equal to 90 over 9. X sub 1 is equal to 10. So ang coordinate points niya or yung intercept points niya is 10, 0. Okay, then let x sub 1 is 0 para makuha natin yung ating x sub 2. So 9 times 0 plus 5x sub 2 is equal to 90. So 5x sub 2 is equal to 90 over 5. X sub 2 is 18. So ang kanyang intercept points or ang kanyang coordinates is 0, 18. Okay, so after nating makuha yung ating mga intercept points ng each constraints is ipaplat na natin siya sa ating graph. So ang ginawa ko muna is nilagay ko muna siya sa table. Ito, tinable ko muna siya. So 20, 0 para dun sa ating mixing process and 0, 10. And sa ating bottling is 12, 0 and 0, 12. And sa ating packing is 10, 0 and 0, 18. Right. Choice nyo naman yan kung gusto nyo yung i-tabular form. Okay, so pinakita ko lang siya. Okay. Then next is i-draw na natin yung graph to determine the feasible region or common region. So una, ipaplat natin yung x sub 1 intercept and x sub 2 intercept of each equation and connect the two to form a line. Okay, para makapag-create tayo ng line. Okay, then draw an arrow from the line pointing at the origin. So yung origin natin is yung ating 0, 0, ating graph, to determine the region covered by the line and the inequality sign. So magbe-base tayo sa ating inequality sign, yung ating less than or equal or yung ating greater than or equal. Kasi may encounter kayo based doon sa ating worded problem. So doon tayo magbe-base kung ano yung sinasabi sa ating problem, kung anong symbol yung gagamitin natin. Doon sa problem natin, less than or equal yung ating naging symbol or yung sign because sabi is a total doon sa ating problem. Okay, then determine the corner points of the lines bordering the visible region of the area forming by all the arrow. Okay, so aalamin natin yung magsasatisfy yung lahat ng ating constraints na walang magbabiolate. Okay, so for constraints number 1, so yung ating constraints number 1 is 20, 0, which is ito siya, 20, 0, and 0, 10 naman siya. 0, 10. So, pagko-connectahin lang natin yan. Ayan. Okay? So, yung ating pointing arrow, since ang ating symbol is less than or equal, so pointing down siya. Meaning, ang feasible solution or set of solution ni constraints number 1 ay within this area lamang. Kumbaga meron siyang boundary. Hindi siya lalagpas dito sa line na to. Ayan yung limitation niya or yung kanyang restriction. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng nandito yung mga sagot within this shaded area. Okay? Nandyan lang siya. Okay? So, punta naman tayo sa ating constraints number 2. Sa constraints number 2, yung ating point is 12, 0. Okay? So, 12, 0. So, 12, 0. Ito yun. And 0, 12. Siya. 0, 12. So, form the line. Pag-connectahin natin yan. Okay. Yan. So, then, alamin natin yung pointing arrow niya from origin. So, since ang ating symbol is less than or equal, so, pointing down or pointing, meaning, si constraints number 2, ang kanyang limitation or yung kanyang restriction or boundary is beyond this line lang. So, hindi siya lalagpas. Okay? So, ang kanyang feasible region or constraints number 2 is within this shaded area. Okay? For constraints number 3, okay? So, constraints number 3 natin is 10, 0. Okay, so 10, 0, and 0, 18. Then, connect natin yung line to form a line tayo. Okay. Then, again, yung ating symbol for our constraints number 3 is less than or equal. Same. So, ito po siya. Within this area. Okay. So, yung limitation niya, beyond this line lamang. So, hindi siya lalagpas. So, ang kanyang feasible area for constraints number 3 is within this shaded area lang. Okay. So, after nating ma-plot yung tatlong constraints and ma-determine yung feasible region kung saan pointing yung arrow niya or yung ating shaded area, is aalamin na natin yung ating common region na magsasatisfy and aalamin natin yung optimal solution. Okay? So, yung mga corner points. Okay? So, yung ating unang corner points is ito po. Yung ating 0, 0. Okay? Whereas, nag-satisfy yung tatlong constraints natin. Okay, common sila. Dahil pointing down sila lahat. Then, sunod natin is ito. Itong point na to, which is 0, 10. Okay? Wala tayong na-violate. Dahil lahat naman sila is within this point. Kung ito yung ating pipiliin, si 0, 12. Okay? So, ang nasatisfy lang sa 0, 12 na point natin ay si constraints number 2 and constraints number 3. Dahil nga po, si constraints number 1 hanggang dito lang yung kanyang limitation. Kumbaga nag-overpass na si 012. So, hindi na siya pasok doon sa limitation or sa boundary ni constraints number 1. So, hindi natin pipiliin si 012 point. Okay, di-disregard natin siya dahil hindi po na-satisfy si constraints number 1. Dapat po pagpipili tayo ng isang corner points is masatisfy yung tatlong constraints natin or kung ilan man yung constraints natin. Kumbaga magkakasundo-sundo sila na walang na-violate. And sa ating 012, okay, so obviously yung ating 018, so 018 natin, ang nasatisfy lang dyan si constraints number 3 dahil hindi po nasatisfy yung dalawang constraints natin, yung 1 and 2. So hindi natin siya pipiliin. Next, yung ating 20, 0. Okay, so 20, 0. Okay, so obviously si constraints number 1 lang na-satisfy, hindi na-satisfy si constraints number 3 and number 2 dahil lumagpas sila doon sa kanilang boundary or limitation. Okay, so dito lang sila so kumbaga nandito si constraints number 1, yung dalawa lumagpas over the backward yung feasible region, so hindi natin pipiliin to. Okay, si point, okay, so si 12, 0, okay, ang nasatisfy lang dyan is si constraints number 1 and constraints 3. Constraints number 1 and 2, sorry. Okay, so hindi na-satisfy si constraints number 3, so hindi po natin pipiliin si 12, 0. Next is yung ating point na 10, 0. So si 10, 0, corner point natin na 10, 0, okay, nasatisfy niya yung tatlong constraints. Okay, so pipiliin natin siya. Okay, then itong point na to, okay, so may hindi na satisfy yung ating constraints number 2. Ang nasatisfy lang dito constraints number 3 and 1, so hindi natin siya pipiliin. Okay, itong point na to, okay, pipiliin natin siya dahil nasatisfy silang tatlo. Okay, and itong point na ito, which is nasatisfy din ang tatlong constraints natin. Okay. After nating mapili yung mga corner points which is nagsasatisfy yung tatlong constraints natin or kung ilan man yung constraints ninyo, okay, so determine na natin yung ating feasible region. Therefore, ito po yung ating feasible region, itong shaded area na ito. Ibig sabihin, nandito sa loob na ito ang pwede nating maging solution or pwede nating maging set of solution para makuha natin yung ating objective. So kinukonsider natin tong mga points na to and also sa points na nandito sa loob na ito. Ngayon aalamin natin kung ano ba yung optimal solution dito sa mga points na na-determine natin. Okay, so point A, point B, point C, point D, and point E. So meron na tayong mga corner points na determine na natin. Next is aalamin natin yung ating intersection point ng ating point C and point D. Dahil hindi pa natin alam yun kung ano yun, diba? Yung dalawa, yung C and D. Ito alam na natin. So 0, 0, 0, 10, and 10, 0. Yung dalawa ang hindi natin alam. So, ang dalawang constraints na nag-intersect or yung dalawang line na nag-intersect sa point C is si constraints number 1. So, point C is constraints number 1 and constraints number 2. Yung nag-intersect. Sa point D, ang nag-intersect dyan is si constraints number 2 and constraints number 3. Ay, aalamin natin yung yung points ng ating point C and point D. Okay, unahin natin si point C. So yung ating constraints 1 and constraints number 2. Okay, so by using elimination, okay, para makuha natin yung intersection point nya. Okay, so 7x sub 1 plus 10x sub 2 is equal to 100. 7x sub 1 plus 7x sub 2 is equal to 84. Okay, by using elimination. Okay, so pili lang kayo kung ano yung gusto nyong i-eliminate na points, o yung x sub 1 or x sub 2 kayo. Okay, so sa akin ang napili ko yung x sub 1 yung aking i-eliminate. Okay, so sorry, so 5 ito. Okay, so 5x sub 1. Okay, so eliminate natin yung x sub 1. So 7. So, dapat negative 5 or opposite sign sila. Kung gusto mo negative 7, positive 5 naman to. Then multiply natin. So 7 times 5, 35 x sub 1 plus 70 x sub 1 is equal to 700. Okay, so negative 35x sub 1 minus 35x sub 1 is equal to negative 420. Okay, may makakancel na tayo or may ma-eliminate na tayo. So 35x sub 1 is equal to 280 over 35. Therefore, ang value natin x sub 2, sorry, x sub 2 is 8. Okay. Then after natin makuha yung value ng x sub 2 is isa-substitute natin for any equation. Pili lang kayo kung anong equation yung gusto nyo. So 5 x sub 1 plus 10x sub 2 is equal to 100. So, napili ko itong equation na to. So 5x sub 1 plus 10 times 8 is equal to 100. So 5x sub 1 plus 80 is equal to 100. 5x sub 1 is equal to 100 minus 80. So 5x sub 1 is equal to 20 over 5. X sub 1 is 4. Okay, so ang ating points para sa ating point C is 4, 8. Okay, so ito yung points nya, 4, 8 po siya. Next natin, yung ating point D. Point D na tayo. Which is yung ating point D is ang kanyang nag-intersect na line is yung ating 2 and 3. Okay? So, ganun lang ulit. I-eliminate ulit tayo ng ating equation. Okay, so 7x sub 1 plus 7x sub 2 is equal to 84. 9x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2 is equal to 90. Okay, pili lang tayo kung ano yung gusto nating i-eliminate. Okay, so this time ang gusto kong i-eliminate yung aking x sub 1 again. So 9 negative 7. Okay, so 63 x sub 1 plus 63 x sub 2 is equal to 756. Okay, negative 63 x sub 1 minus 35 x sub 2 is equal to negative 630. Okay, so may ma-eliminate na tayo yung ating x sub 1. So 28 x sub 2 is equal to 126 over 28. So x sub 2 is equal to 4.5. Okay, so after nating makuha yung value ng x sub 2, i-substitute natin yung value ng x sub 2 sa any equation na mapipili nyo. Okay, sa akin na napili ko yung 7x sub 1 plus 7x sub 2 is equal to 84. So substitute lang natin yung x sub 2. 7x sub 1 plus 7 times 4.5 is equal to 84. Okay, so 7x sub 1 plus 31.5 is equal to 84. 7x sub 1 is equal to 84 minus 31.5 is equal to ano po? 52.5 over 7. So x sub 1 is equal to 7.5. Okay, so yung value or yung point ng ating point D is ito po. Point D natin is 7.5 4.5. Okay, so 4.5. Okay, so after natin ma-determine yung point C, point D, okay, aalamin na natin yung ating profit or yung value ng each point based sa ating objective. Okay, baga na lang, isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng x sub 1 and x sub 2 sa ating objective function. Okay, so unahin natin yung point A. So obviously 0 yan. Okay, ang kanyang value dahil 6 times 0 plus 8 times 0 is equal to 0. Okay, next yung ating point B. So 6 times 0 plus 8 times 10 is equal to 80. Okay, pagdating naman sa point C, okay, point C natin, so 6 times 4 plus 8 times 8 is equal to 88. Okay, point D, 6 times 7.5 plus 8 times 4.5 is equal to 81. And last, sa ating point E is 6 times 10 plus 0 is equal to 60. So after nating malaman yung profit in each point, okay, i-determine na natin kung ano yung maximum, yung pinakamataas, dahil nga ang ating objective is maximization. So unahin natin, check natin yung A, so hindi natin siya pipiliin. Yung B, hindi rin. Yung point D, so hindi din. Yung point E, hindi din. So ang pipiliin natin or yung ating optimal solution is yung ating point C. Whereas sinasabi dito sa ating solution is kailangan daw nating mag-produce ng 4 cases ng men's shampoo and 8 cases ng women's shampoo para makuha natin yung ating maximum profit na 88. Okay? So Kumbaga ano itong mga set A, B, C, D, and E, feasible solution sila. Pwede natin gawin. Pero, yung best or yung ating optimal solution is nandito kay point C. Okay? So, therefore, ang ating conclusion is Gina should produce 4 cases of men's shampoo per day and 8 cases of women's shampoo per day to maximize the profit to 88 pesos. Okay? So, yan yung ating maximization model, solving using graphical solution. Okay? So, yung next topic natin is yung ating minimization model. Okay? So, that's all. Thank you very much.